All right, guys, let's do a pre-K end of homeschool year review. That's a wrap on pre-K, guys. I cannot believe it. Today I'm going to talk about pre-K, how it went, what went well, what didn't, some things we ended up omitting about halfway through the year, and we're just going to dive right on into it. So let's get going. So if you guys don't know what we utilized for pre-K, I will go ahead and put a link up here to my pre-K curriculum picks, and you can watch that video to get a deep dive on what we used for this year. Let's go ahead and dive right on into the core curriculum that we used for her pre-K year, which was the Gentle and Classical Press preschool program. This was such a fun program to do with my daughter. We really enjoyed all of the books, all of the crafts that they recommend. There's also scriptures that we learned, catechisms that we focused on. We also did a little bit of math and coloring. We had so much fun with this program. It is a very beautifully thought out curriculum, and it was perfect for pre-K. I will say that the program says it can be from ages 2 to 5. My daughter was early 4 when we started this program. She has a June birthday, and as we're wrapping up, she's like a week away from being 5 years old. It was perfect for the age that she's at and where she's at in her learning journey. So I definitely think that age 4 is a great time to utilize this preschool program for your children. Anyway, like I said, the handicrafts were amazing. The program is laid out beautifully. Each unit is broken down by a specific letter of the alphabet, and then there is a grid Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, showing you exactly what to do and what to review. So everything is really easy for you as the parent. You just look at the grid and you pull out what you need and you just hop to it. So it was very easy and very fun to do. We loved the crafts. We didn't do all of the crafts. We tried to do as many as we could, but we really focused in on the letter of the week with this curriculum in particular. One of the things that I really liked about the program was their preschool morning binder. We put ours in this fancy little presentation binder, which makes it so that you can utilize it for dry erase. So it has these nice little beginning pages that your child can do, all about me. I know what day it is today, at my home it is, and then working on some calendar skills. And then it has a variety of letters. So 2 pages for each letter. You are practicing to write the letter as well as find it. And then each week you go through and there's various shapes that you're learning about. There are numbers. And then as you reach the end, it's starting to introduce addition and subtraction. So this was a nice little binder. I'm going to keep this readily available for her in the event that she wants to continue to utilize this throughout the summer. And I definitely will be using this preschool morning binder with my younger kids as they get up to preschool age. One of the things that the Gentle and Classical program recommends that you use is this preschool math at home. There are lessons that tie directly with this book. It is a great little book to teach your kid playful ways to introduce math. We didn't get all the way through this book. We are still working through it because she's kind of stuck a little bit on a few things, so we're just going to continue to revisit it throughout the summer. But this is a great little book. You do not need their lesson plan in order to use this book. This is great math concepts, counting, comparing, ordering numbers, recognizing written numerals like 1 through 10. So this is a really great starter for any child that is looking to begin math skills that are playful. They don't even really know that they're doing math, but this is super fun. Highly recommend the preschool math at home. We loved it. Another thing that we went through during the pre-K year was these Get Ready for the Code series books. There are books A, B, and C. We are still working through book C, so I don't have that on hand, but we did go through books A and B while we were in our pre-K year. We love these books. These are the books that got her really excited about doing her school. She really likes workbooks, and she likes the way that they're kind of games, how they're laid out. There are listen and follow the directions. She has to locate the same letter in the box. She has to work on the pronunciation, so the sound of the letter, you're matching what the name of the picture, what's the sound of the letter, and then find that letter. So there's lots of excellent phonics work within the Get Ready for the Code books. I'm super excited to continue on with the Explode the Code series as we continue to grow on our phonics mastery. So we'll definitely continue to utilize these books as we continue to go up. Another book book that we went through this year was this Get Set for School by Learning Without Tears. This is my first school book. It is the green book, so this was a very fun book for us to go through. I did get the uppercase wooden letters, so each week that we would introduce a new letter, there is like 1 to 2 pages on that specific letter, so we would practice building the letter and we would practice writing and tracing that letter. There's also a few other things outside of the alphabet in here. There is counting numbers from 1 to 10, as well as some color recognition within this book. So like I said, my daughter loves workbooks, so she loved the Get Ready for the Code books, and she loved this green little book as an extra fun thing for her to do and practice writing her letters. Okay, so those are the things that went extremely well. Let's talk about the items that didn't go so well. The thing that didn't go great for us during this pre-K year was this Around the World with Picture Books Part 1. We got through 5 of the 10 countries that you travel to or that you learn about in this program, but by the time we got to the new year, by the time we got to January, I was very, very pregnant with baby number 4, and it kind of just fell through the cracks. So my daughter really did enjoy when we would pick this up and learn about the various countries, but she was mostly excited as what animals are in that country, and that was really the focus for her. There wasn't really a lot of excitement about like the flag, how many people lived there, the various plants and the different things. She loved the books that we read, and she loved learning about the different animals. It's just a little bit too much for her at 4 years old. However, I did love this program, and I definitely want to come back to it. We're just going to put this on pause. I only spent $30 on the teacher's manual. I didn't buy the whole bundle, so I don't feel like we're missing out on anything, because I definitely want to revisit this and go through maybe the entire thing all over again, learn the entire 10 countries that are in this book. But for now, we learned about 5 countries. We had an amazing time going through the 5 countries that we did learn about, and then we're gonna revisit this when she's a little bit bigger. So that was something that was a little bit of a miss for us. Outside of those curriculums, we did a lot of arts and crafts. So how I stored her arts and crafts was I put it in this little binder. I made this little 2024 to 2025 artwork sign on Canva, and I put all of her artwork in this binder, just in some pocket sleeves. So it was super fun to go through with her, have her point out all of the projects that she did through the year. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have her pick her top 5 to 10 favorite things that she did through the year and keep those, and then we're going to toss the rest of it, because we have a lot of years of homeschool to get through, and I can't be storing up tons of binders like this for all 4 children for the rest of their lives. So that is something that we are going to do, is just select our favorite ones and then keep those and file those away. But this binder was a really fun way for us to store the artwork and then revisit it at the end of the year. On top of the artwork, I did make sure to track all of our homeschool progress, what we did, and fun things that we did throughout the year. In this homeschool lesson planning notebook from School Nest, I really liked this notebook. I went through and I updated each week and each month some various things that we did to keep track of, and then I'll keep this for a little bit of a album for memories. So in each month there is some various things that we did as an overview for that month, whether it was picking pumpkins, or the fact that we were all at a wedding and Lola and Bram were the ring bearer and flower girl. In the notebook, they also have 2 pages for the weekly plan, so I would write out everything that we did that week for school, and then they have a weekly overview page. So I would also add some pictures that showcased what we did in school that week, whether we went on a field trip, we started learning about a specific country, whether we did a craft, or we did some letter recognition practice, a game, whatever it is that we did for that school week, I added some fun pictures with that. So this was a very fun way to keep track of everything that we did for the year. I know we don't technically have to do it yet because my daughter's too young for us to have to start tracking that, but it was very fun to have this visual, the picture representation and everything written about what we did for my daughter's pre-K year. I'm very excited and happy to have this for many years to come. All right, and that is a wrap for pre-K. Everything that went well, some couple things that didn't. And if you guys have any questions about any of the curriculum that we use, let me know in the comments below. I will try to link as much as I can in the description. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any new videos that we have coming out. I'm going to be filming my kindergarten curriculum picks here very shortly, so you won't want to miss that. Thanks again so much for watching, guys, and we will see you next time.
School's out for the summer. I can't wait for kindergarten. So excited.